Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Wednesday the 2nd of June. Another hump day rolls around. We're in the middle of the week. We've got new mods. Got some nice ones today. Not that they're not all nice, but you know what I mean. Got some nice mods and we've got a few updates. The updates are as follows. From the left, the map RDC FS19 by Alberto has had its seasonal update, so it's now onto its summer version. I would urge you, if you haven't played the map, go and have a look. The stuff that's on it is unbelievable, and the changes that get made each season by Alberto is crazy. The changelog is so long I can't read it all out, but go over and have a look. The Man TGS 18 series by AgriSolutions and Virtual Farming 2K19 Ifconator. The Animal Trailer by AgriDesignModding, Nixtra's ABP Team and Whiteboard Modding, and the Ural 5557 432060 Farmer by Axery is showing on the Mod Hub website as having had an update, but in the Mod Hub it's not there as an update, so I'm not sure about that one. It's saying about a 600 horsepower engine increase and stuff, but we don't seem to have it in the Mod Hub, so I'm not sure about that one, but the rest have all had updates today. Right then, we have got the Agramark American style garage shed with workshop. 8.09 megabytes download, 19 slots on console. This is by ARX-Modding. You'll find it under sheds. It is seasons ready. 25,000 to buy. Could be a little bit more or less depending on how level your ground is. This is a really nice one. I like the detail on it, the kind of faded paint. You can see like where the paint's peeling, but you've got paint on the outside, but on the underside it hasn't been painted. Those kind of things. It's some really great detail, which I like. Now we've got workshop trigger, which is just here at the front. The lift does work. I have also tried out with a vehicle on it, with the vehicle raised on the lift, and you click on the trigger, it will still recognise the vehicle, so you can sort of simulate repair and that kind of stuff if you want to go down that route, which is very nice. And then if we come around, we'll go this side, doesn't really matter. We've then got, like that, 3-door garage, well 6-door garage technically, but 3 drive-through sections on the garage section on the rear. Now it does have lighting, but I haven't found a light switch, so the lighting could be automatic. I'm just checking on the website. Lights, automatic night lights inside and outside, yes. So yes, it's really nicely detailed for just 19 slots. The fact you're getting the workshop trigger and you're getting the garage area behind, and it's got a lot of great detail. The lift works. Brilliant. Like I said, you'll find it under sheds, not under miscellaneous, this one, by ARX-Modding. Moving on, we've got the old building. This is 6.93 megabytes download, 6 slots on console. It's by AgriDesignModding. This is also seasons ready. 4,750 to buy. This is also found under sheds. There's no lighting on this at all, but again, the level of detail. The old rusted sheeting on it. You've got a little hayloft bit up the top there as well, if you want to use it. Garage area to one side. Open barn, building, shed space to that side. Very nice. Under placeables and sheds by AgriDesignModding. Next, we've got this. This is the post-German Pigsty. The buildings today are brilliant. Again, level of detail on this, the brickwork, the detailing, the weathering. This is very, very nice. This is 13.7 megabytes download. It is 20 slots on console. It's by LeoLeo. It will hold 10 pigs. Now the pigs, when you get them, will be there, but they're not there, if that makes any sense. We've got these static pigs that are already kind of in place. It does have lighting, and the light switch is right in the middle here. The doors do open and close at either end too. I'm going to open that again. There's a bit of a kind of hayloft. I know the picture on the website shows some round bales kind of stored up there. It's going to be a little bit tricky getting them up there. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, how are you going to get them up there? But we'll close that door on our way through. The animal dialogue box is at this end for your 10. Just here. Feed trigger is this bit here. No, hang on. Feed trigger is this bit here. Water trigger is this bit here. And your straw bedding trigger is here. They all work, and they work very well. Slurry point is here. This one is seasons ready and manure system ready too. And you probably saw before we came in, there's manure out here at the side. It's a lovely building, well made. Everything, all the triggers work as they should. That's how I like these things. Right, under animal pens, 50 grand to buy. Slot count will go down from 20 to 1. And like I said before, it holds 10. If we come back out and we go onto our menu, we should have some happy pigs. There we go. Got some manure, got some slurry, fed, watered. Everything's as it should be. Very nice indeed. That's by LeoLeo. Next, we have got these. The weight and protection. So we've got a weight with protection grid. These are primarily for the front of vehicles. I brought them out here, one on the front, one on the back, and that one on the back, with the way it attached, the wheels kind of clipped through it, so it is designed for the front. Why protection, you ask? Because danger never takes a day off. Just channeling my inner Tom Pemberton there. Yeah, they're very nice. 1.66 megabytes download, 2 slots each for the first of them. You will find them under tools and weights. Options available. We can change design color, which on this one is the framework. And then the main color is the weight itself. Then on the other one, we just change the framework color, like so. Very nice indeed. Next, we've got this. This is a 1.7 meter MRF 3-point logging blade. This by MrSealyp. It's 2.73 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. It's designed to go on the front of vehicles or the back of vehicles if you want to, but the front of vehicles, if you're doing forestry work and you can push logs around with it and that kind of thing, it can be raised and lowered, and then you've got a slight tilt on it either way as well. It's a fairly straightforward standard bit of kit, really, same as the weights over there. You'll find it under, this one is under forestry, under tools and forestry. There we go, 1,200 to buy. Main colour changes the blade section itself. Design colour, as you can imagine, does the side sections, like that. That's the 3-point logging blade by MrSealyp. Next, we're going to look at this and we're going to go and look at some stuff in the field and we're going to come back. I like the design of this trailer. This is very nice as well. As I said earlier, some nice stuff today. This is the Strong 45,000. This is by Hemerson Dentinho, 9.01 megabytes download, 15 slots on console. It's a 45,000 litre trailer that takes pretty much everything. Triple axle, sturdy, large construction. You'll find it under tools and trailers. Right at the very end, it's the Strong 45,000. So for 45,000 litre capacity, 39,500 for the base model. Requires 210 horsepower. Or horsepower. Horsepower. Main colour, anything on that palette. Rim colour, anything on that palette. Yeah, it's a nice trailer. Takes pretty much everything. What we will do is just hook up and have a look at it unloading. There's a nice smooth unload animation. It's a big, solid, chunky design. There we go. Does it have option for grain door? So I thought I'd better just double check that. Let's wait for it to drop down and we'll double check. No. Okay. All good. Engine off. There we go. The Strong 45,000 by Hemerson Dentinho. Moving on. We're going to come back to those in just a moment. Firstly, we've got this. This is the S014. This is an old horse-drawn Cedar, which has been converted to be pulled by tractor. It is 7.14 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. It's by ListiU. Really lovely detail on this. I love the sort of wagon wheel on the side. It's only 100 litres. It's designed for small farming operations. And when I saw on the thing horse drawn, I was like, no way. I thought if that comes with a horse and you kind of drive it, oh, that would be phenomenal. But it is pulled by tractor. It's still very nice, you know, regardless of that fact. So you'll find it under Cedars. 800 to buy. It's not a direct drill or anything like that, so you need to cultivate your land first. It does your main crop types. It's a cedar, after all. Only requires 10 horsepower. So would you need 10 horses to pull that? Interesting. It'll run at 7 miles per hour. Options available. We can change the main colour, which changes the main body of the vehicle. The cedar, like that. Rim colour, anything on that palette. I went for brown because it looked more like a wagon wheel, but I know they look like steel rims, but you know. And then design color does the end caps, end sections. Actually, to be fair, they're all right as they are. And then symbols, we've got a symbol on there. Have we got on the other side as well? Yes or no. So you can take those off if you don't want them on there. Hook it up. We'll get through this week really quickly, aren't we? Turn it on. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe you don't turn it on. You just drop it down. Is it mechanical? It is. It doesn't turn on. It's just by the wheels turning, I would imagine. Runs the shaft through the middle and there we go. It's quaint and it's lovely. Oh yeah, look. Everything's moving on the middle there. Very nice indeed. The S014 by ListiU. Next, we've got these. We have got the Fascia, could be Facca, I'm not quite sure. Facca. I'll say Fascia Roller, 3 and 6 meter. These are by SrVertex, 4.01 megabytes download. 1 slot for the 3 meter, 2 slots for the 6 meter. These are designed to go on the front, and they are cultivators. The picture on the website looked a little bit like it was a plough. Initially, I thought that's what it was, but these are found under disc harrows. I did hook that one on the back to bring it out and tested it, but on the back it's going the wrong direction to cultivate, so it has to be front mounted. Nicely detailed. Thing about this as well is there's no horsepower requirements. So you've got a 6 meter cultivator, which doesn't technically require any horsepower. So as I said, under disc harrows, the 3 meter 1,800, the 6 meter 3,400. 6 meter cultivator for 3,400. There are no options. You get it just as it is. What we'll do is hook it up. Does have lights? Does it have lights? I thought the other one did. Maybe it's just indicators. Oh, that's interesting. Because on this section here, you've got these little light blocks, and I thought they were, maybe they're just reflectors. Maybe they're not actually lights. I thought they were going to work. Anyway, unfold it. The 3 meter one doesn't need to be unfolded. It's just 3 meters. So if you need to cultivate and you've got a cedar that is not a direct drill, and you can run a 6 meter behind it, drop it down. Away we go. That's going at 10 miles an hour. No particular horsepower required at all. The Fascia Roller by SrVertex, 88. Lovely. Next, we have this little beauty. This is the CBT 1105. On console it's down as the Lizard, but it's under small tractors. It's 8.28 megabytes download, 13 slots on console. It's by Conta, Comigo, Modding. Now, CBT was a Brazilian manufacturer. You can have an option with a Brazilian flag under there. And CBT manufactured tractors between 1959 and 1995. Originally, they imported Olivers and sold those. So they did a little bit of work on them, converted them, do whatever they want to do. But they imported Olivers and then they sold them. And then as the company progressed, they then started producing their own tractors. But then 1995 went out of business. It's a nice old tractor. Very chunky, very solid construction, as you can see. What I do like as well is the old Olivers. You had those ones where you stood, you had like a deck plate without a seat and you stood. So the steering wheel is actually offset to the side. So you would stand and operate it, which is interesting little look to that. But yeah, very nice. You'll find it under vehicles and small tractors. 1105 is 22,370 for the base model. We can have the option of Lizard, Michelin, or back. Lizard, it looks like that. Michelin, you can have a two-wheel drive look. Then you've got wheel 1, wheel 2 reverses the tread, or yeah, whichever way. It'll see a different tread entirely. Might be a different tread. And then 3 gives you like a four-wheel drive look to it, or just chunkier tyres in the front. And then we've got design standard, sticker Brazil, engine setup. We've got 1105, 105 horsepower, or 1105 turbo, 130 horsepower. So 130 horsepower tractor with a couple of changes there. 25,370 for 130 horsepower tractor. Not bad. Let's hop on. So it looks weird, doesn't it? Sort of sat steering offset, but if you're standing up, it makes far more sense, doesn't it? Lights, horn. I don't know if those cylinders and things on the back are out of scale, maybe a little bit. They look very big. I mean, I did have a look at a few pictures of these CBTs online because I was curious that, you know, first person. Very cool. I mean, it's very cool to me. I like this sort of tractor, but if you don't, then it probably isn't going to be very cool. There we have it, the CBT 1105 by Conta, Comigo, Modding, which brings us on to the last of the mods for today. This is a bit of a surprise as well. Again, I saw them in the mod tab and thought, oh, okay, you know. But this is the 1120 series by ZT-Modding, SrVertex and Miotto Modding. 27.05 megabytes download, 32 slots for the first one. But, boy, has this got some options on it. I think it goes up to a maximum of 360 horsepower. We've got lights and light bar options. These great big chunky tyres. A tracked option. And there's also some options for tyres, for used tyres, which I don't think I've come across before on console, which is an interesting look. And the tread's kind of worn down on them. Unfortunately, it only comes in shades of green at the moment. Maybe there'll be a difference to it if it gets an update or something. But you find it in the medium tractors, 65 grand for the base model, which again, it's not bad at all, really. Main colour, like I said, we've got shades of green that we can go for. More of a John Deere one there. Worn, faded, light pale one. Then, tyre options. Now, I'm not going to read them all out because, trust me, there are a lot. Under Trelleborg, we've got that. There's some very odd ones. Obviously, that's used. If you look at the tread, it's kind of worn down a bit more, and it's cheaper to have the used sets. Bonkers. I think that's where we started. Was it TM800s? I think it might have been, yeah, TM800s. Right, then we go to Mitas. SFT600s, I've got to remember that. Back to SFT600s. Michelin. use sets. You can see how much more worn down they are. Some very strange. I might have come back around again. If I missed any off, I do apologise. Is this under knock-ins? And then we go to lizard. Look at that, transport tyres. That's mad. Rice tyres. Then the tracks. Oh, I didn't see those ones. I went through, saw the tracks. Thought, oh, I've got to have those. You can have tracks in the same colour as the vehicle as well. Then back to those again. And then I think that's it, back to trailable. So quite a few tyre options. Then lights, we've got standard. We've got an LED light bar. We've got cab headlights without the LED light bar, or both. Then antenna, around to the side we've got no. Antenna only. Antenna PX, which puts the cable in, so you've got in the cab, you've got the system. Then attaches on the back, we've got standard or with 3-point link, which only adds 1,600 on, which is pretty cool. Then you've got monitor, green, so you've got no. You've got Green Star 3 monitor. You've got the Green Star monitor and the top GPS unit. And then you've got the Green Star, and unfortunately it doesn't show you enough on the menu on console. And then back to no. Then we've got the engine set up. I'll go back one for that. Right, so we've got 230 horsepower, 280 horsepower, 320 horsepower, and a 360 horsepower. Then interior, we've got no. We've got an extinguisher. You can just see that appear. Extinguisher. Tools. There's a little toolbox appears in there. And then both or no. So you've got a few different options on those. Loads of options on those. Let's hop in and start it up. Sounds great. Lights. I don't know if that light bar's... Yeah, oh, it is lighting up, isn't it? If I turn that off. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was, but... Yep, that's lighting up. Whoa, does that slide? That turns really, really sharp. Antenna, aerial whipping around there as well. That turns on a dime, that's incredible. Interior, I think I went with this one with the toolbox down there. Fire extinguisher just behind me. Oh, and I went for the antenna with the radio too. Now we have got, let me just double check. Right, on R1 and right stick side to side, we've got a door that opens like so. On L1 and R1, let me swing this round. L1, R1 and right stick up and down. If you look at the rear hitch, we can extend the rear hitch in and out. Let's come out a little bit so we can see a bit above there. So we can extend that hitch in and out, depending on what you're pulling, if you want to get it further away from the wheels. That's quite a cool option. Let's hop out of that, just because I want to go in the track one. Sits really high. It looks really cool as well. The ground clearance on that is mad. Same options available. These really do turn sharp. So there you go. That's the Lizard 1120 series by ZT-Modding, SrVertex and Miotto Modding, or Miotto, sorry. And that's it for the mods for today. I hope you found it useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.